Hello everyone, I am Nerdic. Welcome to the Nerdic Translator, your home for indie games and discussions of writing and so on and so forth. This is Squirreled Away, which I will be showcasing today. I'm somewhat in the middle of the game. I had another recording where I showed off the beginning and all that, but I had some recording issues, so I'm redoing this from basically the middle of the game. In Squirreled Away, you play a squirrel. You can actually play this in co-op. It's a bit like a survival crafter, only there's not a lot of survival to do. You do need food, but that's mostly for energy rather than, living. And you can also get your stamina back or your energy back from sleeping. And this game doesn't have much of a story, really. It is just you are a squirrel, you go around, you help other squirrels, and you hang out with them and meditate upon the items you receive to unlock new recipes and so on. I don't have any new items right now, so I'm just randomly meditating. And there's all sorts of collectibles and recipes and things you can do. You can build tree houses, you can buy... Somebody taught a pigeon about capitalism, and so he sells you lots in trees that where you can build new tree houses, and there are multiple places where you can do that. All in all, this is, in my opinion, a very fun little game. I will be going over a few things, the basic mechanics, and some of the things you can do, and just generally playing and showing off what the game is like. And I will also be discussing things like the accessibility and the writing. Well, I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I honestly really have enjoyed this game for a good few hours so far. And I love just all the different things you can do, and you can clean up trash to gain access to... those spring shoes are something I crafted. It's something you unlock, after a couple hours in the game. And yeah, there's just so much to do. There's like several areas in this small-ish open world. This isn't like Ark, This is just a little place where you can run around and be a squirrel. There is a co-op mode, so you can be a squirrel with a friend. And there's this whole building system. You might notice, like I mentioned Ark, and this is why, this is like very similar, at least in the building system. And there's just, lots to do. And you can throw stink bombs at a dog to keep it from hurting you, and you can explore mazes, do quests. It's great. The writing is serviceable. There's not much to it. It's mostly just meant to drive you to the next whatever the heck you're doing. There's no voice acting. Everything is written out. So, hey you, please come here. My friend Cliff is lost in the maze. I can't find a way to get to him. All I could find were dead ends and black tulip. I actually need the black tulip, incidentally, for another quest, so it's a good thing he told me about that. And the right-clicking gives you squirrel vision, which actually basically hides all the foliage and lets you see where you're going and where things are. But I don't think I can I get through here? No, I guess I can't. I just keep hurting myself by bumping into those bushes. There we go. Here's how you get through. It's part of the maze. Squirrel vision actually isn't helping me here because I do need to see the boundaries to get around them. I wonder if... Ooh, made it over. Yeah. That thing is very helpful. Although I do need to find the black tulip still. And let's go find his friend. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Cliff. Eek! Oh, I thought you were Newt. He keeps going on and on about how we should build a house together, or how we should move to the city together. He just keeps bothering me. It's been like this for days now. Besides, I love it here. I'll hide here forever if that's what it takes. Maybe you can give him a message from me. Please tell him to stop bothering me. Oh, that poor other squirrel. You can climb some things as a squirrel. You can't climb the stone, but sometimes you can, get your little bouncy shoes to clip onto a bit of rock and then give you a boost. That sort of thing. I'm just going to run around the maze a bit. I'm going to look for that black tulip because that is something I need for another quest, like I mentioned. And yeah, that's basically this whole game. Building, crafting crafting tools, completing quests and opening up new areas to explore and do more stuff all over again. I haven't unlocked the hang glider yet. I'm actually really curious about that. And yeah, there's so many little mini games and quests and just fantastic things to explore. And I probably want to worry about the tulip later anyway. I don't really have much storage space to put it in. You can also craft storage, of course, to put things away for crafting later. You know, this has a lot of the hallmarks of your classic, brain, work with me. This has a lot of the hallmarks of your classic survival crafters, just, you know, with a more casual theme, a more casual twist, and just lots of squirrel stuff. You run around being a squirrel. It's great. I'm a fan. Let's see. I don't have any food on me, so I can't heal the damage I've done to myself like a dummy. Well, that's life. All right, we are a little ways into the video, so I guess I'm just going to take a moment to say, if you've gotten this far, if you're finding this video useful in making a purchasing decision or just entertaining, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, etc., etc. Because, you know, this is apparently good for me and my algorithm. Now, I do want to talk about the accessibility features in the game, which is to say, there are no accessibility features. Not really. You can change up your control bindings, which is nice. I am very glad about that. You can toggle walk instead of pressing shift to hold to walk, which I do think might count as an accessibility feature. Stiff camera mode. I don't think I've tried that. You know, you've got your audio settings. Graphics settings could be way more granular. You can just select high, low, medium, epic, V-sync, depth of field, so on and so forth. I don't see any motion blur, which thank God. And yeah, that's about it. Not very customizable in the graphics options, and aside from like everything being written down so you don't have to worry about subtitles, there aren't really any accessibility features to speak of, and that I do find slightly, shall we say, disappointing. Other than that, the game runs great. It works fine. I had some trouble with OBS when but that was a problem with OBS, as it turns out, and not a problem with the game itself per se. And yeah, that's the basic overview of this frankly adorable and fantastic little game. And I'm just going to keep playing it for a while to show off some more of the features and the things you can do and things you can see. Oh, Cliff says I'm bothering him? He's bothering me. He's so annoying. He never wants to do anything with me. Well, if he does not want to be found, then let him be. I guess a thank you is in order. So thank you and have yourself a fine day. I'm going to be here sulking. And that, sometimes quests give you rewards and sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they're just silly little interactions like that. But there is so much to do and so much to see and so much to craft. And, you know, you could knock out a good, I don't know, let's say 15 to 20 hours easy, I think, especially if you're playing with a friend and you're just enjoying running around being squirrels. And if you don't miss your jumps like a dummy. But that's the come on, get it. Yeah, there we go. The climbing system can be a little finicky, truth be told. Let's see. Hey, but you're interested in this fantastic little spot, smart choice. Lotta Land. Is the one who sells you the places in trees where you can, where you can, you know, build your tree houses. And I played this on stream for the first time yesterday. I had so much fun, and other people have been enjoying it too, clearly, because I got raided by someone else who'd been streaming the same thing. And honestly, there's just a lot to love. Like I said, the writing is fairly serviceable, just serviceable. Get your axe ready, the evil weeds are coming. Whack the evil weeds with your axe. Okay, this is apparently a timed one. Ooh. Where are the evil weeds? Okay, there we go. They do have an animation that shows when they're coming. I wonder... I think I am using energy when I do this. And I've got to whack 20 of these things before the time runs out. I've got another minute and I'm already nearly half done, so that's gonna be fine. It's definitely not a difficult game. It's meant for casual, chill play, and I love that. And you can, you of course have to craft like upgraded versions of tools. And, you get like gadgets like these bouncy shoes I've shown off earlier, and there's apparently a glider that you can also use. So lots of fun stuff like that. There is some complexity to the crafting because there's definitely, lots of different resources, and some resources have to be crafted. There we go. With 22 seconds to spare. They're retreating. Take that, you evil weeds. Those was someone. My name is Rue. Pleased to meet you. I've taken up residence here in this flower garden. Quests sometimes open up new areas, especially at the beginning of the game. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they, you're just doing it because, well, you're a nice person. And sometimes, there are quests where you go back to people you've already helped, and because you helped them, they'll help you, that sort of thing. There's not a lot in what you might call role-playing, but there is just a lot of heart and love clearly put into this game. And the squirrel vision lets you see objectives, which helps so much. The music you're hearing is basically a loop that goes on pretty much like this the whole time. Oh, let me show you the stink bomb. I don't have a dog, but stink bombs. You can also go fishing. I crafted a fishing rod, and apparently this squirrel can cook with fish. It's a thing, apparently. Okay, I hear a ticking sound, so that pad starts a timer for some sort of puzzle. Honestly, I don't know if I can be bothered. But you could probably have to do like all of them and then jump across the lily pads to get them all. I'm gonna try fishing just for a bit because I haven't done any of that. Oh, okay, so that acorn is the aiming reticle, essentially. Okay, come on, I've almost got it. Let's back up a little, give myself a little more room to work. Okay, there we go. I landed in the spot. Now I wonder if I have to wait. Oh, I moved. Apparently that wasn't a bad thing to do. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Give me fish. It moves so quickly, you don't really have any control, or not much control, over where the fishing thing goes. Oh, I do, in theory, have bait. I don't know. It doesn't matter. In the end, but like I say, there's much you can do. I actually got into this upper area by getting myself fired through from a cannon through a wall, There's just so much to check out. Well, if I go on much longer, I'll spoil, I think, a bit too much of the game for you. I've already shown you a couple of the mini quests, and I don't want to spoil too much more of what is in store here. This video is already getting to 15 minutes long. I've been yammering, so I think I'm going to cut it off here. Once again, if you like what you've seen, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, etc. Overall, my thoughts on this game. Oh, you can get treasure maps and stuff too. It's pretty cool stuff. My thoughts on this game, I like it. I've enjoyed my time with it so far, a good few hours. I'm going to be playing more, definitely, over as time goes on. Maybe not on stream, maybe just for me. But yeah, Squirreled Away. If you need an adorable, mostly chill little indie game where you can just be a squirrel who meditates and crafts and builds stuff, then this is the game for you, absolutely. And I'm going to leave it there. I've been Nerdic for the Nerdic Translator. And again, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon if you feel like this video has helped you out in making a purchasing decision, or you've just found it entertaining. Have a good one, everybody.